People ask me why I am so committed to the United Way. Well, you just heard two big reasons. Number one, Connie, that represents a staff that has been so amazing through this recovery part, through the emergency response to COVID, keeping everything together, protecting their staff, looking after agencies, and also trying to develop a campaign that's going to allow them to be sustainable. And then Dorota, just a wonderful example of the heroes that we have on our streets every day doing the heavy lifting on our behalf. And you heard the story of Dorota, and why it resonates for me as a business person is I'm looking and getting to know what the agencies are doing and how they're responding, and I'm seeing innovation. I'm seeing entrepreneurship, trying to find ways to deliver value. I'm finding them leveraging scarce resources to try to get the most out of it every single day. It is absolutely inspiring, and it's a reminder that we're all in this together. And cannot be more proud of the people that are part of the United Way group on cabinet this year. And I could not be more proud, even though I think somebody hates me, not only to follow Dorota and Connie, but also to chair the campaign during a pandemic. It's going to be a tough year, and that's why we need all hands on deck. There's another reason why I support the United Way, and it's for moments like this. It's easy to take them for granted. It's easy to take for granted the over 100 agencies and the work that they do. But it's when our backs are up against the walls of community, where more and more Winnipeggers need service and need help and are desperate, that we realize the importance of the United Way. And so I think that this campaign is going to be really important. As a business, you look at who should I partner with? Well, you partner with people and organizations that share your values. And I can't think of an organization that has a set of values that are more consistent, in my view, of Winnipeg business. Values of inclusion and tolerance and compassion and respect that really, to me, define the best of Winnipeg. I think we partner with United Way because they have a very broad view and understanding of the needs across a number of different needs across our community. They understand the impact, and they understand the scale of that impact during a time that's so challenging like this. And it's a reminder to me anyway of how important and the opportunity a community fund has to actually develop a strategy to be able to address these issues, to pull people and stakeholders together in order to make a difference. And it really is the nature of the community fund that allows United Way to do exactly that. And lastly, I think business should support United Way because it is the platform upon which community comes together. And I think we're going to see that through this campaign. That the campaign itself will be an opportunity for our community to come together, because it's the feeling out there is that we're not together right now. We're isolated and we're separate and we're focused on just getting through day to day. And I think more and more as we go through the summer and through the fall, there's going to be a need within our community to come together. And I think the United Way provides that perfect platform, because it's a platform that we own as the community and that we need to support. And that's why I'm proud to be in the position that I am. And I'm going to be very clear with the message today, because it's the message I give to everybody I see. We need you. We just do. Connie talked about it in terms of the challenge that some people and organizations are going to have this year. And it's going to be a tough year, but we can't take the year off, because I don't think you didn't have to listen to much of Dorota's message to really understand that we're talking about our fellow Winnipeggers who really are struggling and need our help. And so this is not a year that we take off. This is a year we actually dig deep. So we really need all hands on deck. And I'm hoping that everybody joins in whatever fashion they can. And we'll talk a little bit about that. Because this year, the campaign is more than just United Way. It's broader than that. It's about community recovery. And the campaign itself and the importance of the business participation in it is that truly we need that voice reminding us every day about how important community is and community support and the work that the agencies do. So we can have a full understanding of what's needed and the impact and what some of the solutions are, but a constant reminder of the importance of community. We have to this year look at that all hands on deck approach, an all community approach, an all companies approach. One of the proudest things I took out of running the chamber for 17 years is how proud I was of the business community. When the chips were down, they stepped up because they love Winnipeg. And I know they're going to do it again, and we invite you to participate in that way. And the last thing I'll say is I think it's going to be a great story for us as a community. I think it's going to be a great story being told by the agencies. I think it's going to be a great story told by the United Way. I think it's going to be a great story told by the business community in terms of how they, when the call went out to rally, they rallied like nobody else. And I look forward to, at the end of the campaign, standing shoulder to shoulder with everybody on this call to say we did it. Now, as much as it's good for the community, just to be honest, it's also good for business. And I want to talk just a couple reasons why I think this campaign is important to business at this time, and a good decision right now to be involved in it. And I talked a little bit about where businesses are at. Johnson Group, we have 276 people, 260 of them are working from home. It's not a comfortable feeling. We have a very strong corporate culture here that is all about us coming together. We are looking at the United Way campaign for us this year as that way in which we can bring staff back together to celebrate, to renew relationships, to recognize how lucky we are to have each other, but also to reconnect everybody back to community, because we know how important that is to people, and particularly Winnipeggers. So I think there is an opportunity for all companies to leverage the United Way campaign in order to satisfy the very important business need that we'll all be looking to satisfy over the next coming months. The other piece that I just want to mention is how important it is for companies in today's world, irregardless of COVID, to lead with purpose and be an agent of good, an agent of change within our communities. And you know, the stats are there and they're obvious. Over 86% of employees, in a fairly old survey now, said they believe it's important that their own employer is responsible to society for making a difference. As an employer of choice, it's important to demonstrate your commitment to community. Business leaders said activating purpose drives higher employee satisfaction, their ability to transform, and their ability to increase customer loyalty. All very important business objectives that can be driven and supported through a connection back to supporting community. And I think in today's world, there's a new relationship that's important for businesses between employees, companies, and society. And recognition that frankly, we're all in this together. Success supports success, but failure supports failure. And the economy cannot be successful without a healthy community, and vice versa. And I think that's an important element to take with us as we look at how we want to support our community through the United Way. So let the United Way campaign be that for you, be that strategic opportunity to pull your staff back together. What do we need? I know you're asking. How can I help? How can I get involved? I know you're asking that. I hope you're asking that. Well, reach out to United Way. I think if you can do an employee or workplace campaign, there's lots of opportunities to engage staff in a lot of different ways. The United Way is fully experienced at working with companies to do that. Consider a gift. Consider to scale your gift. This year we have a match program that we will match every new leader up to $150, less than $3 a week. So take advantage of that to scale your gift. Look at becoming a leader at at a $1,200 level and join that group of leaders in the community. We're making it easy electronically with ePledge. We have what's called the ePledge 123 for small business. So there's lots of different ways for you to get engaged. Whether it's donation, whether it's some fundraising event, or whether it's volunteering, or just showing support. Maybe this isn't the year for you, but let's get engaged for next year. I just know that in listening to Rhoda and so many others that are really engaged at looking after Winnipeggers, that you will never regret, I have never regretted, working hard or contributing to the United Way, because you truly see the value and return on that particular investment. I'll just end by saying that this is going to be an interesting campaign. It's going to be tough, but we want to invite all Winnipeggers to contribute to this community fund in a community way in order to recover from COVID, but also be even stronger coming out of it. So thanks for allowing me to take up some time today. Thank you.